Yo, yo, yo.
What up?
What's good, folks? It's another episode of Early.
This the
You know what I'm
57th,
saying?
right? If I'm not
Number
mistaken.
57. Yeah, number 57.
Okay. What
And
up, AJ?
you got some people coming in
Yeah,
the live.
for sure.
All right, it's
man.
lit. It's lit. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got the Holmes and Nabo interview coming in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Second half of the show. But there's some things definitely that I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. What's on your mind, Brody? What's pressing
Did you watch
on your mind?
did you watch the playoff games last week?
So I happened to catch like the end of the Bills and Chiefs game, but I mean that's all that really matters.
Oh no, yeah, that was a big. I mean, but there was like all those games were good. I think all those games were decided on game-winning field goals.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
I guess all in all, I'm not even trying to fight against it. I guess it might have been like the best weekend of football.
It might have been
tapped in and watched.
Yeah,
every
100%.
game fully.
Every game was exciting.
The parody
ended in dramatic fashion, like the Packers 49ers game. And that was one we were talking about last week where, you know what I'm saying, the 49ers are kind of like that scary team that could do something like what they did last week. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking about that. A-Rod kind of, fell short. He fell short. I mean, yeah, he fell short. He had 0 touchdowns in that game. I think he had maybe like 200 yards, a little bit over 200 yards, something like that. He wasn't the A-Rod that we're accustomed to seeing. My boy Burrow, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But that was another tough game, and that one was ugly too. Like, I don't think Burrow's stats were that nice, but came through when he needed to come through. I think Jamar Chase had a good game. The poise. And also their kicker. Apparently he's like got ice in his veins too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking that shit. Yeah, he's a rookie, and in his rookie year, he now is the he holds the most 50-yard field goals of all time for a Bengal in his rookie year. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, straight up. You know, so he's only up from here for him. But so there's that, and then Tampa Bay almost came back, almost pulled off the comeback to beat the Rams, but Matt Stafford, who I love Matt Stafford. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad
you love Matt Stafford.
I love Matt Stafford. I don't know if I've ever said that on here. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I didn't know you felt that way.
Well, no, well, like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it's not like you know what I mean? He's not like one of my favorite quarterbacks this year, but I love this for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always like been a fan of his, because and I'll tell you why. There was my first year ever playing fantasy football. I was in like high school, and I picked him as my quarterback. And this was when I didn't really know what fantasy football was. Like, it was literally my first year ever like hearing about it. And then I was like, oh, I think I could do this. And I played, you know what I'm saying? And he was the quarterback that I had, and I won the championship that year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, and like, and he was killing, you know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I had him and Arian Foster. And like with those two guys at the time that I had them, I remember winning a championship my first year. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, I was like, oh, like these niggas are crazy. But then ever since then, I've been like a big Matt Stafford guy just in general. It's like I'm always like, damn, like I understand that he's on a terrible team, so like he's not gonna do shit, but like he's nice. And then you said what happened?
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, gave him the benefit of the doubt. And then you would see like analysts do that too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of understands like he's got a lot of talent, but he's just in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So
good for him.
Yeah, it's cool to see him in a situation where he is able to compete for a championship, and he's doing that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So that's that. And then the Chiefs Bills.
Yeah, I know you wanted to get into the intricacies.
So the Chiefs Bills game was fucking wild if anybody was watching that in real time. I remember I was at my folks' crib, and then I walked over to Serge's crib just to chill, and then we kind of was watching the game.
Right.
And I was like getting ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I was getting ready to leave, and then Josh Allen, I think this was like on the last drive when not the last one, but the first of the series. Yeah. I thought he put it away, and I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? then I was like, let me just see what Pat Mahomes does like on this drive. But I pretty much thought the game was over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we go on to see like a fucking barn burner, bro. Like these niggas go back and forth, scoring touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, with 13 seconds left, gets them in field goal position,
Right.
and then takes it to overtime. And then from there, Pat Mahomes gets the ball and drives down the field for a touchdown. And this is where everybody kind of was like, I guess people just wanted the game to continue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess people just wanted the game to keep going on because people were like, oh, like it sparked a debate on Twitter of whether like they should change the overtime rules. And I'm like, this is like the 100th game of overtime this season. There's been so many overtime games this season. I've never heard like this much like conviction of no, the rule needs to change. The other team should get a chance. It's like, bro, like honestly, I feel like the Bills defense, Stephen A said, you know what I'm saying? Like the Bills defense let down, or they wasted Josh Allen's incredible performance or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear where he's going with that, but it was kind of a letdown by the defense to let Pat Mahomes score with 13 seconds left. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's 13 seconds left in the game. You should not let them get, 45 yards and get in field goal position. You know what I'm saying? It's not, change the overtime rules so that Josh Allen can get a chance because his defense let him down in overtime. It's like, nah, like the chance happens in regulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, taking it to overtime, you're leaving it up to chance. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, remember like the whole Jim Harbaugh thing when he was going for two. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? People were all like, "Oh, you got to go to overtime and give your team a chance." Yeah. This is exactly why I say no. Like, you do try to win it in overtime. I'm not mad at Harbaugh for trying to win it in regulation because going to overtime, especially when you're playing an elite quarterback, you're leaving it up to chance, bro. Like, you're leaving it up to, like, if you lose the coin toss, you might not get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think he understands. That's what I kind of see in it. It's like, dog, like you want to win the game in regulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to overtime is not a guarantee of actually giving yourself a chance. You're literally leaving it up to the coin toss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't be dependent on a fucking rule change happening in your game. That's just fucking idiocy, right?
Yeah. But just like the logic, or just the logic behind, like, if we go into overtime, we're going to give ourselves a chance.
But yeah, right. Like, and I mean, even requests for a rule change, it's not based out of logic. So that just makes you sit back and just be like, it's cool. Like, from a fan perspective, I can see that. Mm-hmm. Truly. Yeah. From a football perspective, yeah. I would have loved to see Josh Allen get another chance. Yeah. I would have liked to see that too. Yeah. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are we talking about? It's
straight up.
More so like, when a player in basketball picks the ball up, like, yeah, that would be cool if he could just dribble the ball again.
Yeah. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Can I just
for the game winner?
Or if a nigga want to take 4 steps instead of 2, like,
bro, but the dunk was so tough. Bro. Yeah. It's an and one.
It's the and one now. It's like, no, that's not how the rules have been set.
So it's just simple, like in that way. And it's just more so of an accountability type of thing. So even if it was a matter of, the refs, even when the refs be on their fuck shit and, a lot, and that wasn't a game where they were, but I'm just saying, even when they're on their fuck shit and sometimes, like, we've seen refs actually cost the game. There's always going to be that side of things too, where it's like, it shouldn't have been that close, at least for teams where it's like, yo, you were the decided. Like, yeah. For underdogs, it'd be more crushing. It's like, dog, like, yeah.
Give us another chance.
It's really because, like, y'all fucked up. That was a like, and they're going to be like, yeah.
Who do you know who was favored in that game?
No, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, right?
Pretty sure it was the Chiefs. Yeah. But like, just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the Bills could have and should have won that game. Like, they had every like. Honestly, it was more like heroic on Pat Mahomes' part. I think that although Josh Allen, what he did was incredible. Like, I'm not trying to take away from him. And honestly, I was like, defense,
It's just like 13 seconds, yo.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
That's it. It's not even
3 plays. Like 3 plays.
Overall, they did well.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking they had scored only like 23 points
up to that point.
Yeah,
up to that point,
you're good.
Yeah,
right now, y'all are good.
Yeah,
so And like to this point, y'all fought a good game. Now it's just a matter of just holding tight,
bro. And if I remember correctly, they were playing like prevent defense.
Tyreek Hill's different.
Tyreek Hill is so different, bro. That touchdown he had, I was like,
he ran
hands on my head. He ran past every single person on the field, bro. Like, caught that ball. It was like a 10-yard completion
from the middle of the field,
bro. And literally just like that shit was incredible, bro. That shit at the 20, bro. I was literally like, I don't understand what I'm looking at, bro. Yeah. Like, and then like he did that, and then Josh Allen Gabriel Davis, I guess, comes by on the other side, makes his corner fall. Like he went crazy. Yeah, that whole game was crazy. But like you could see, like
Diggs was diversion, like it was working.
Yeah. And I was even saying, bro, again, like there were so many amazing plays in that last 2 minutes. That 2-point conversion that Stephon Diggs caught was an incredible catch, bro. This nigga leaned back, dropped both feet. I was like, that's an incredible catch for 2, just to get him to that 3-point cushion. You know what I'm saying? So there was so many amazing plays at the end of that game. Like it was really incredible to watch. But you know what I mean? With the overtime rules being the way they are, like, yeah, like the game would not have been over if every team gets a chance to rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? Like we would still be watching that shit. Like that shit was incredible. But yeah, so I think just the main takeaway here is that, like, you know, the rules are the rules. And honestly, they did change the overtime rules at one point, because I remember when I was young, it used to be you had to, like, kicking a field goal, you could win it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
that was whack.
Yeah, like literally. So you're leaving it up to a coin toss, and then all I gotta do is get like 40 yards and get in field goal position, and I could win the game.
That was whack.
Yeah,
that was a good change.
So they changed it so you have to score a touchdown to win the game, and it is sudden death. Like that's what overtime is. It's sudden death. You know what I mean?
Because that just put too much power in the kicker hand. That's kind of whack. Like,
yeah,
you just give it to the kicker, but like nah,
big
it's how it is though. You know?
Yeah. I think the way the rule is now is cool. And honestly, if it were to change, I wouldn't be mad at it. And I'm just saying, like, this is not making me think, oh, that we need a rule change. Like, this is just making me think, okay, the Bills need to try again next year.
If they did do it, I'd be like, hey, all right,
yeah,
cool, whatever.
Yeah, facts. Like, if they were to change the rule, I would not be mad.
You know what? That would have been more money. Would have drove more sale, whatever.
Yeah. More interest, more TV time. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck, or more ratings. That was probably a very highly rated game. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even, like, it was so serendipitous. I wasn't even watching football that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was paying attention to it on my phone, but I wasn't watching any games. I just so happened to, like, turn on that game with like 3 or 4 minutes left. You know what I mean? But yeah. And then what else? Oh, so another thing I feel like is interesting to talk about is the state of the crypto market right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're definitely in a bear market right now. Like, it's been about 2 weeks since, like, we've seen, you know, Bitcoin sitting at around 30,000 when it was like at 50,000 in December. You know what I mean? ETH has been like 2.5 when it was at 4,000 in like beginning of January. You know what I mean? So and then all the alts have kind of like followed suit.
What's your take on it?
I mean, it's part of the journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally my take. But, you know, when things like this happen, you see people kind of go crazy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the only reason I feel this way now is because this feels so familiar. Like, every year we're in, and honestly, because this feels like it's a little bit longer than it's been in the past year. So it's giving me like 2017 vibes, like, or when was that, like, big not crash, but just when it was like a bear market. That was the time when I say about all the time when I sold my ETH back then. What was that time? 2017?
Yeah, we had a flash crash too last.
How would you define a flash crash?
Last May. Well, flash crash isn't because you don't know that at the moment, but well, it actually do, because the drop off, it dropped from like 64K to 30 in like a week. And
I think I remember that too.
Yeah,
earlier this year, or last year.
Yeah, exactly. And then ETH had dropped back down sub 2,000 and everything, literally in May. And then it was a flash because it bounced, and then it went to new all-time highs, right? So then people were like, "Wow, look how the crypto market just gave niggas another like opportunity to jump the come on board." Like, it was already a good year. Everything was already gaining. Boom, came right back up, and then this time around, Yeah, it has like those similarities to like 2017. I don't think the duration is what we're facing though, but it is like
That duration was longer, right?
yeah. Yeah, it was longer, and I think it will be like this
It,
one won't
this
be
won't be
nearly
as
as
long.
long, and that's the whole thing that a lot of people really gotta like cleanse their perspective with the markets and make sure that they go about it like in a wise way and make sure that you don't buy tops because obviously you see how shit fluctuates. You never have to really FOMO into anything. You will get your, you know what I'm saying? You'll get your area. You can't just be listening to a lot of noise because a lot of people tell people to jump into things and buy into things and things of that nature. And they don't even necessarily know what they're buying into. And they just, jump the gun in that way. And then sometimes when they win in that way, it kind of distorts your whole view.
You think that's how it goes?
Well, a lot of the times because that's the reason for so much panic when this shit happens. Because usually you would not. Let me not even say usually. These are the times where you should be like rubbing, Birdman.
Yeah. Like it's
This
time to buy.
This is sweet, and now it's a matter of being disciplined so you can have liquidity during these times. Because if you're not, I wouldn't even necessarily say like people have like even bad. Well, I don't know, but like let's just say with like some particular cryptos, I wouldn't even say they're bad investments, but due to timing, it's better that now you're just locked in as opposed to selling at a loss, or at least try to dollar cost average and now strengthen your shit. But a lot of this shit is not like a naturally inclined behavior. It doesn't feel
when
good
you look
that.
at you when you go and look at your account and it's less every time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a good feeling, and it is cause for panic if you are trying to be liquid with that money or with those assets,
or if you thought your time frame within trying to get this bag was
going to be now,
like,
or
the next 1 to 3 months we're gonna get this bag, and you're like,
what's happening?
This is way the other way.
100% way the other way. So if you were to cash out, you would be taking a super loss. You know what I'm saying?
And then some people are off they have that half-ass dollar cost average mindset, and then they'll put it now, and it's like goes down some more.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Like,
that's the thing.
Like, no, this is not like.
Yeah, that's been me.
I put it multiple times.
But except I don't worry.
And it's like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I have been buying cryptos over the last like couple weeks, just because like it's like the prices are so crazy. But like when Bitcoin was at 40, I was buying and I was like, oh, it's like this is a great bargain. And now it's at like 30, and I'm like, I'm not me. I'm not like, but like that. I guess I did do that at one point, you know what I'm saying, until I realized like what it is. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's clutch if you can afford to set up the situation in that way. It's like, what else is? If you can afford to do that situation in that way, it's like, auto pay.
Yeah.
Auto pay on actual investments. So like on a weekly or monthly basis, you know what I'm saying? You're always buying a certain amount of joints. That's always a good way to make sure like you always strengthening
that is like the dollar cost averaging of investing. Like you don't know, you're more just buying at certain periods of time or at certain times. So whatever the price is, you've gotten in at pretty much every stage, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I think what's important to remember is that like this is what markets do. Like markets go up and they go down. Like the stock market does the exact same thing. And if anything, I would say this is more of a promising sign that like crypto is a real thing that's here to stay, because it's done this a handful of times already.
I'd say more even so. It's like all you got to think is just how look at the integration and the adaptation.
100%. Like it's become way more commercial, and now its crashes are at 30,000 instead of 12,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you compare, and even the thing is too, it's like even if it does happen to go down to $15K or $12,000, the thing is, it's like at that point, you gotta raise your eyebrow and be like, if we're building things now on this technology and things are like way more globally widespread than they ever have back when this had initially happened, then it can be, one fair like assumption is you could say is like people are just really trying to manipulate retail traders to just get out of there. Like you have big institutions too that would love to see a $10,000 Bitcoin. Like please show me a $10,000 Bitcoin. We have $500 million ready to go. Like just as we say dollar cost average to build our portfolios, like so do the big whales. Like, we dollar cost average too. Like, we could take this shit all the way down, especially when people are like making money on shorts. So like when they're selling it all the way down, make money. Okay, everybody's selling their positions, dropping it lower. Bet everything's on bargain. And just how we view things on bargain, it's like other people also have their prices they view as a bargain. They're like, oh, you thought 40K is a bargain? No, I think 28's a bargain. I think 28's a bargain. Let's wait for it to go down there, and I feel like being conscious of like shit like that happening in the market as well too makes you makes you move a little bit more swift too. It's like, dog, you have markets move exactly how they move, then you also have manipulation, but you can never really pinpoint you just know it happens. However it happens, the things happen. So you never want to get caught up in the tide. And the best thing to do is just stick to principles. Stick to whatever principle and just stick to that. And then like that's the best of it, as opposed to like trying to grand slam something,
Yeah, that's a fact. I think that's important. I'm also in the mindset of just kind of like setting it and forgetting it.
Right. That's better.
Yeah, like I pay attention just because like I pay attention. Like even with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like even with like my stock portfolio, I don't really pay attention at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But with Bitcoin, I'm just interested, or like cryptocurrencies in general, I'm more interested in like what they're doing just for my own personal knowledge. So I pay attention, but I've learned to not panic in, you know what I'm saying, down markets and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's because I feel like I've seen this movie before. You know what I'm saying? So like I just know. I feel like I've been here before, so I know like what to do in these kinds of situations. Or even like you said, if instinctually I feel away,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, no, you got to be principled. Like your principles come from your experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Felt the way last time, and
100%. And like now I feel worse knowing what I know now based on what I did last time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a similar situation. When you're seeing the same kind of shit happen, like, okay, don't do this based on how you feel now. Think about like what you'll be feeling in a year or 2 years,
right,
or some shit like that. So I do think, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of chatter about like, it's a bear market, but a lot of people are also saying like the same kind of things that like we're saying right now, in the sense of like, this isn't a time to panic. People who have been in the space for a while, I think, understand. And then also too, if you're just like an older person who understands like markets always do this, and like just the world moves cyclically, you know what I'm saying? Like there's times when real estate is a great investment, there's times when it's not looking so good, you know what I'm saying? Like it always happens. And if you're an older person, you've seen these kind of things happen like 3 or 4 times, that kind of solidifies in your head that, okay, like this is a thing that just happens. Like this is kind of how the world works.
Right.
Things go up and they go down, and then they go back up. You know what I'm saying? Then they go back down. Yeah. Then they go back up, and then it's literally what this is. So if you're in the crypto market, just don't panic right now. Like there are better days ahead for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. But we do have interview with Nate Bone, Big Homes coming up next.
Sure.
It was really dope sitting down talking with them earlier this week. Got into a lot of shit, man. And we just gonna go ahead, get to a commercial, and then get to that.
Make sure my vocals right. Make sure the beat right. Welcome to the 5th show.
Time to cuff.
Powered by ItsNation TV.
My God! Oh, no!
ItsNation TV.
That's why you try to get in line.
Play, execute, have fun, dub.
I can do a lot more than what I think I can.
Yeah, it's another episode of Early. We got 2 special guests in the house, man.
Yeah, man.
Nate Bone, Homer.
What it do?
What's good with y'all, man?
What's good,
Artists
y'all?
extraordinaires. Riverdale's finest.
G shit.
What it do, bros, man? Welcome to the Homer. This is not your first time with us, but this is your first time on this show.
Yeah, first time
You know what I'm
on this
saying?
show right here, though, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So we've been
100%.
yeah, for sure. But this
Nate
is
Bone,
Nate, man.
welcome, bro. It's good to finally
Long
meet you, brother.
overdue.
Yeah, long overdue. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like a motherfucking round of applause or something.
Like shit.
Man.
Yeah, man. Real quick, we gonna get into everything that niggas got going on and everything like that, but just real quick, let people know who you are.
Nate Bone, I'm an artist from Riverdale, Maryland. Father, I don't know, that's pretty much a
Rap sums it up.
father. I make music, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for real.
Real roles, I feel that.
Facts. That's a big fact. And we gonna dig into all those roles for sure. You know what I'm saying? Holmes, what it do, bro?
What's up, guys? It's Homer. Y'all know me as Big Holmes, man.
Yup.
The photographer, Riverdale's very own, the hood's favorite.
The hood's favorite.
I just got deemed that, and I actually like it. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna lie, you are.
I like that shit. I'm the hood favorite.
I hear that.
I do a lot more outside of that, but I just like to say I'm a photographer, though.
Yeah. Facts. And
It's been 3.5 years since we had you on the show.
yeah.
I live life after that. Y'all should have seen me.
Hey, it's lit because now we can recap. Now we can, you know what I'm saying? We can catch up to what niggas been on since then.
real.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I was listening to that conversation right after Lowe's Pass. I was listening to that one and I was listening to his that we did together. So it's crazy to see the growth in all of us because we were all there. So the growth in all of us has been crazy, bro.
Like what 3 years can real life do to somebody, or just like what somebody can do in 3 years.
It's like night and day. It's like night and day.
real.
You know what I'm saying? But I guess let's start with how y'all linked. You know what I'm saying? It probably goes far back. I'm sure it does, but let us know. Like, let us know how y'all linked with each
How
other.
the fuck me and Nate even link up though? Maybe it's outside just being some young badasses. For real. I ain't gonna hold you. I linked up with them. I just popped outside for real, bruh. And I ain't gonna hold you. We was some young knuckleheads. We was just living life doing a whole bunch of bad shit. He was with the bad kids. I ended up with them, man. Shit, we was just locked in ever since, bruh.
And was it always also like, and that's it, so like music came on later down the road with it type shit? Like it said, niggas was just off vibes, niggas in the neighborhoods.
Like, y'all gotta understand, like, we was young. Like, when we our circle of friends, like, we real life met, like, I would probably say like 10, but even more people probably even go back further than that. Like some people around the hood know people known each other since they was like 5 years old for real. So like we really family for real.
We live closer to
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, for real, I ain't know Nate even realized was a rapper until high school. Nigga said he was writing music since he was in middle school. I ain't know shit about that.
Word. Hey, that's crazy. So like, in middle school, what was niggas freestyle like, you know, during the lunch, or like how that would even go?
I was never like the freestyler type. I used to write in my book. I'm still kind of like, I don't shy to let people I know make music. But even back then it was worse. Like I just write. And my man, he went through my book one time and he was reading it.
Word.
Damn, man, I gotta get you in the studio with my man G.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got comfortable with letting people know. You know?
Yeah.
Word. Okay. So motherfucking, so when that transition, so when like high school came, so how'd you get in your zone? How you get in your pocket with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Because you said you was low with it, right? So like, did your niggas around you just push you like, yo, bro, you got that shit, and you just start going? Because I seen your shit like, you know, 2012, 20, like you had a lot of shit popping type shit. So how was that? How'd you get in that zone?
For real, like my man Lou, like he rapped too.
Right.
He rapped. It was the young. We always making music. We used to go to the studio. Like we used to go to Uptown. Listen Visions.
Okay.
We used to go up there and record. That's when I was like 16, 17.
And what year is this?
This like 2007, man.
Fresh.
Word. Okay.
2007, 2008.
He probably started rapping in 07, 06 type shit, but he ain't dropped music until 2012.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing with Nate realized was shy. He ain't really want to let niggas know he was.
Taking breaks too. Like I rap and they say fuck.
To be honest, and niggas was on the go heavy too. Like niggas was not. That wasn't cool, bro.
That
like,
was me for real.
Rap was
Nah,
not.
rapping was lit. I mean, go-go was lit. Go-go was lit.
Nigga,
Yeah.
like two that you knew. Period. That was standing on the rap shit, and everybody like
It was like Wayne and Jay-Z and then go-go.
Straight up, bro.
Facts. What was the reception like for you? Like, was it right out the gate niggas was fucking with you, and then that kind of what made you want to keep going with it, or what?
Yeah, like that. I got a good I got good feedback. It was just music for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know? So all my friends, they liking it. But when you hear your friends like it, you be like, all right, that's cool. But do other people like it? Your friends will tell you anything. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's a big fact.
Yeah,
that's a big
once
fact.
I noticed other people started liking it, I was like, okay, all right. This
So
probably
so
is good.
you remember the first time that maybe you saw a stranger, somebody you ain't.
Yeah, what was that like? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know this nigga. Like this nigga coming to me.
Yeah.
First time that happened.
Dopo joint.
Word.
Yeah, and that's only like I'm gonna say. Well, that's like
that was like 2018.
That's recent.
Early
yeah, that's
2018.
like
That's
4 years ago, bro. Like.
Damn.
After that's why I started getting people like that I don't really know really tapping in. I'm like, oh.
I don't even remember that one time we was all out in New York for Mark's Tsunami's party. And then you performed, bro. It was late. Like a lot of people had left. It was like a later performance. Yeah. I remember though, one nigga came up to you after the joint like, hey, cuz.
Oh, yeah. That
good.
Other joint. Oh, you talking about the joint, the show?
The show with the warehouse, fat ass warehouse. Cuz I'm trying to tell you, Combs, you like, nigga, wait. Nigga was
there.
Like, bro, there's job like nobody. Nigga was just like,
and I was surprised too, because I thought, I ain't gonna lie, for a minute I thought, New York lost the love for like real.
Nah, for sure. Because that show wasn't even on that vibe. So you're right. That's right.
So I was surprised, but it was good though.
You mentioned you would take like breaks and shit like that. Was that like intentional breaks? Was it like you had to get yourself right? Like what was that like? Cause go ahead.
It wasn't even intentional. They just be like, I make like probably like 6-7 songs, and put it on YouTube, and like it wasn't nothing serious for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you dealing. I'm at the same time I'm growing up to having kids.
Facts. Life starts happening.
Yeah, like if you getting in trouble, you doing. You know what I mean? So after a while, you like fuck that rap shit. You know what I'm saying? So. But, it wasn't intentionally.
And that's it. So what made you even want to shift back into that? Because like you said, like it seemed like that was a real break for you. Like you was really off that shit. Like you ain't even really care about it. So what even like when we had shot Dopo, bro? Like I remember that was like a big thing because niggas like, oh, it's been a long time. Shot even a video. So
Los, like I tell you, like Los really pressed me out to get in the studio. I didn't want.
You wasn't even trying to do it.
I was going to.
At the time,
I was gonna do some bullshit. At the time.
Right.
I'm like, man, I don't want to rap, man. Los like, man, you gotta do it. Come on. I spent Los for like 2 weeks.
Right.
He got me in the studio. We did the song. I'm thinking that's over.
Yeah.
A couple of days later, we gotta do the video. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to do no video.
Yeah.
I'm not doing.
Because you was already shy with the shit.
I'm like,
you hadn't done any videos up to this point?
I had a couple, but I took a break. Like this was like 2-3 years. Like I took like a 2-3 year little break after that, and then actually it was longer than that for real.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like 2013.
Yeah, it was longer than that.
Okay, was Dopo like your first video? Like
since the hot nigga, I seen a hot nigga. I don't know if I don't know if there was another joint, but I seen that joint.
I'm so lost. Like, are you serious?
Dopo was 2018.
Go hard, then hot nigga.
No, I'm talking about like after that though. Like from like rapping. Like Dopo was your first video.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
But the turnout was good though. Like, you know what I'm saying? After that I was like, damn, people really fucking with this shit.
Nah, for real.
And that's what motivated me to get back on. That's why I always thank Los, because he really got me back. I don't even think he noticed it. He probably noticed it towards the end. But
when you look back and shit.
Yeah, you look back and it's like, damn, this nigga really got me back doing something that I always love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's special to me.
Yeah, big facts. Can you speak on like what kind of void losing a nigga like Los leaves, bro? Like that's crazy. Like I'm gonna let you second, then I'm gonna get to Homer. But go ahead.
Nah, like I tell people, losing Los is like a real loss. It's deeper than music. It's deeper than being from the same neighborhood. That shit, like, he a real friend.
Yeah,
he a real brother. Like anybody in here, nigga was very like loyal. You know what I'm saying? He one call away. He check up on you every day. Like. Just a different type of nigga. You know, a lot of niggas say they real, but then everybody got their flaws, but Los was really real. You know what I'm saying? He loved my kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just, you don't really get too many niggas like him, man. So that's why I say losing bro is a real loss.
Yeah.
It's a real loss.
Like it's weird. Like I don't even know. Like, I still can't explain it to myself half the time, though, for real. But like Nah, like, bro, so that's really like a real friend. Though. Like, me, him, and bro, like, really had a group chat. We really had talked on a daily basis, bro. Like he said, fuck music. It was real life about real life conversations, bro. Just mental checkups. How y'all niggas doing today? Like, what's going on? Like, how we doing?
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even outside, like I said, like, he one of my friends that I felt like kind of understood my mental when it comes to, I guess, my street life and just me losing people that's dear to me type shit. Like, he kind of understood. Like, I feel like a lot of people hear me, they kind of understand, but like they don't really understand. Like with Los, I don't know, it was kind of different with bro. Like, he'll say some shit, I'm like, I really was just about to say the exact same shit when it comes to some shit like that. Or just like, for a nigga to be real live in my corner and supporting me when it comes like this photography shit. Cause y'all know, like, from the last podcast, like, I don't really take this shit serious. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this shit for real, bro. Like, I just got a God-given gift and people tell me I'm good all the time, but I don't really hear that shit. It's just like, niggas say you dream in any second for real. But when Lo say some shit like that, like, I really believe that shit. So, so I don't know, I really lost a brother again. Like, you feel that shit like whack as shit, but
the real loss.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, nigga be everybody biggest supporter.
Like, real
That's
friends.
the crazy thing about it. Like,
supporter, like you was the nigga that was on. You be like, bruh, like what?
Like the nigga real life be more happy for shit for you, like than you would.
bro,
actually be, though,
I experienced that, bro.
Like, you feel
Los
me?
used to be in my DMs, like, bigging me up, bro. Like, I wouldn't seen this nigga for a minute, and he'll be like, yo, like, what's good? How you been, bro? Like, gotta get Nate Bone on. He used to always tell me that. Like, I'm mad at myself that it took so long to get y'all niggas here, because he used to tell me all the time, bro. Like,
that's his thing. He gonna push his
you know what I'm
niggas
saying?
though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he realize loyal, bro. He about family. He realize about unity. Like, you know what I'm saying? We love you. He love you. Like, you saying. So he gonna try and plug you in with the best possible niggas that he can plug you in with. You feel me? Like, he just one of them type of individuals.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. We're not going to, you know what I'm saying, stay too solemn and everything like that. Honestly, like, if anything, we're celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Real teddy bear shit, though. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. And then even on that tip, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see you dropped a... Can you tell me a little bit about, you know, I know you had your first daughter last year, you know what I'm saying? And then also, you know, you dropping this Thinking Aloud track. Like, how's your mentality switched up, if any? Because I know you already, you know, you had kids prior to that, but like, how's that experience been for you? You know what I'm saying?
Having a daughter?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, having a daughter is different, man.
Word.
Because like that, I feel like me personally, that should have changed your heart a little bit. Like having a daughter is different. Like, it's like, you gotta be more gentle. You gotta be more, a little bit more patient. Understand? You can, like, I got boys, 3 boys, so with them I can kind of be rough. I can kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't sugarcoat nothing with them.
Right.
But my daughter, I try to be more easy with, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like having a daughter can change your heart, slow you down too. Right. Which is a good thing.
Let's talk about the actual art, you know what I'm saying? New content, and you know, new content, like, you got this new project I heard on the way at the top of February. You trying to talk a little bit about that? I know you got Thinking Out Loud too, like the single, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you talk about that. I know you got the singles before the project and shit.
I mean, this tape called Unfinished Business, but I named it that, you know, just cause it's like when you're losing people, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going and doing, you know, keep pushing the dream or whatever you try to do. So I just feel like it's a lot of unfinished shit that I gotta do. Like, and I had songs that I feel was ready for the tape, but I want to get back in there and do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Make it. Cause you know, like this shit just changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? This was already a rough year. 2021 was like a horrible year for me. Horrible. So it's like, so with this tape, I want to include everything that happened. You know, that went on in my life that year. Mix it with some positive shit. You know what I'm saying? And just try to put together a good project, man.
No, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah, I feel like you've had that. I feel like you have that knack of kind of like knowing what. I think Homer said it earlier. Like, you be knowing what niggas want to hear, and like that's kind of what drives people to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Where's that come from? You think like
this is what I want? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
Simple as that.
On some real shit, I just don't hear nobody. It's people. It's you know, rappers. We all saying the same shit, but I don't feel like there's nobody really saying it the way I'm saying it. So it's like, I notice with music, what I want to hear is what I'm gonna make. That's how I look at it now. Like, what I want to hear somebody say in the song, I'm gonna say in the song. Because a lot of niggas, they won't say it because they don't want you to look at them a certain type of way or whatever. But that's what I want to do. I want I'ma say what you want to say. You know,
Facts.
I'ma say what you feeling.
Yeah.
Bro, like that's really the perspective to go. Like you don't really compromise in terms of like the content that you actually want to put out there. It's like, yo, this is actually like a reflection of what the fuck I'm going through type shit. This is my perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell everybody, everything not for everybody. You feel me?
And that's fine.
And that's totally fine. So like, don't feel like you ever have to compromise or you gotta switch shit up just because you trying to appeal or appease to anybody. You know, you gotta just be comfortable in yourself. And like that shit also make you feel good, especially when you stick to that type of course and you might doubt it initially, right? When you start receiving, like you seeing some random strangers, I don't even know these niggas, and it's like, damn, that's how you receiving my shit. Like that's really crazy. Like all I'm doing is voicing my story. Like that's all I'm doing. It ain't special to me. Like I'm just putting that shit, you know, on a beat.
Holmes, what about you? What you got like on the horizon?
Mastermind.
What you? Yeah, he said I don't be. He said I left here and I wasn't on shit. That's a lie. But nah, for real. Like what you working on these days?
I don't know, bro. Like my brain moves at like
it's too many things,
bro. Yeah,
bro. I feel that. Like, I feel that. That's a real problem.
I've done a lot since I've been here, but then like right now, as of now, what I really want to do, like I ain't gonna hold you. Like bro, shit threw me for a loop as well. So it was like I was going to do. I'm gonna say it. I'm trying to do a DMV magazine, like almost off like some word up type shit, like some double XL, like real live, like off some FUBU, like for us, by us. Like we don't have no type of real representation out here when it comes to uplifting our big artists, our middle level artists, or our up and coming
all tiers.
Like
all tiers,
we don't have nobody to really represent us in real life, give us a good look. So what I want to do is tap in with different creatives, such as like photographers that I know. And we're gonna hit the town, like you feel me, fool? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tapping with like probably have like 10 different photographers or something, issue, you know what I'm saying? Go out, shoot your hood, go out, shoot. I might link up, like I might have a shoot with somebody, like, man, know what? I ain't even gonna do the joint. I'm gonna throw another nigga in that joint. He go do the shoot for me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Link up, you know what I'm saying? Mix and mingle, motherfucking network and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I probably have a joint come out quarterly and like not even just like personal artists, like have like niggas like Brooke, niggas like you, fucking promoters, fucking just food spots, just culture. I would really want to document this shit, not just the DMV, like Baltimore. I got Baltimore, good Baltimore men out there as well. Like I want to type in with y'all too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to like real uplift that shit. But like since bro shit came around, my main focus has really been like on healing. Like, but I don't know, like not even just myself, like the people around me. Like, you feel me? Because I know, like in a sense, we act and do a lot of shit, but like we don't even really know why. Like, you feel me? So like, there's a lot of trauma built up around my men, and I really want to just help these niggas, like, I guess, get better, because I feel like once niggas get better, we can real life like put our best foot forward and real life put out the best possible shit that we can put out. Like, not even just between him, like my man Boo, my man JR, like not even just in the arts, like just in real life. Like, you feel me? Like I got men that can real life probably go start some businesses. They can real life be whatever the fuck they want to be, but they just so caught up in other shit and just so much trauma. They brain just like, you know what I'm saying, not even fixated on the good. It's like real life fixated on the bad. So I just like want to do like some hood therapy shit. Like I don't know how I'm gonna orchestrate that shit, but it's a thought in my mind that I really want to do.
Yeah.
Like real life get like certain motherfuckers, real life get like a trained specialist. Like, you know what I'm saying, just have her come out and just you chop that shit out. Niggas get they shit off their chest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, that's I was gonna ask, like, how does one even go about starting to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like starting to implement. Like, I mean, because honestly, so that's a tall task, right?
Yeah.
But I was gonna say something that I see from your pictures, bro. Like, you have this way of kind of in the picture showing how like lit your hood is in a positive, like everybody fuck with each other, everybody love each other way. Like I literally be seeing that in the pics, bro. Like I'd be like, dog, like these niggas look so like like they look like they really fuck with each other. They look like they're getting money. They look like they're living life. You know what I'm saying?
Out there.
And it's all in the pics, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally it's in your documentation of it, because I see you're not the only person that's doing this, but like that's what I see when I look at your shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only person snapping pictures. You're not the only person in the hood snapping pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like your shit's is different in that way. So when I'm looking at, and then also too, we've worked together in that little gallery joint. Like you got to join, you got to kind of, you got a story. That shit was fire. Shout out to that. Niggas forgot about that. Go back.
In the metaverse, before the meta, bro.
Before the metaverse was the metaverse.
Stop playing with us. We ahead of our time.
How did we link up to do that, bro? Like
G shit.
That's some funny shit. But nah, just to the point is like your shit tells a story at all times. Like it's always telling a story. So I feel like I can see the magazine. You know, go ahead. What you say?
That's just my life for real.
Yeah.
It's just easy. It's not even really story. Just real life type shit.
And me and Homo, you know, we was talking about it, you know, and like, and it was some real shit. Like when he had told me, and I was like, you know, sometimes, you know, even the art is not even a good enough outlet in itself, because sometimes you just
like, what does that shit do for me? Like that's like, where I'm at
even
with
the art get depressing, right? It's like, damn,
bro.
like.
Well, no, let's stay there real quick. Like when you say that, what do you mean? Like, what does it do for you? Nothing. What do you mean?
Anymore, like at one point it was a release for me. Like it really was. It helped me release. But then like real life and outside, it piles on more and more and more. So it's like me doing what I do on Instagram, me getting my shit off, me doing my little synopsises and just, you know what I'm saying, me snapping photos, like, I mean, like, it ain't really.
It just feel like you're going through the motions, just because, like, now it's like a habit
for me personally.
It's like ritual, bro. I feel that,
don't
dog.
Do nothing for
I
me
feel
right
that,
now. Or even for my people at the same time. Like, what is my pictures doing for these people out here that's really hurting as well as me? Like, yeah, they read my little shit. Like,
no.
They can relate. They can relate, but at the same time, like,
I feel like I will say that shit. I feel like it's got some healing powers in it in itself, bro. Like when you can go back and look at the content and you can see your homies, maybe who might not be here no more. You can see like what y'all was on when they was here, bro. And that moment wouldn't have been captured if not for you, bro. We would not be looking at that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit does heal people, bro. Like,
but then like what it does to me though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so much of a bittersweet moment, like. Even when, bro, like, do you know like you know how I feel for for your man mother to call you and be like, yeah, I know you got some good pictures.
Yeah,
can you put not even that, but like, can you put it in the obituary? Like, you feel me? Like, like it's a bittersweet, like, you know what I'm saying?
They go to you because they know you got the content.
But it's like I don't like it still affects.
But it hurt.
Like it's crazy because like my shit is a very very thin line between my creative and my real life. So it's like people think this shit is just. Oh, like he's
just go grab some pictures and let me get it.
But it's like, yo, like
really
these are
real
moments.
You.
Like, these real moments. Like I don't even expect the moment. Like I don't even be expecting this shit to come out. This shit be coming out at the time. I'm like, damn, it should be surprising me. Like these real live moments and shit like that. Like
nobody trying to make a documentary on their man.
Like you feel me? I had to make two. Like you feel me? And I just out of.
But in your way too, vice versa. Like as the time goes on, it's like. It do have its healing power in itself, but it's like the process of it is still like a damn, like in that moment, exactly what you're saying when niggas is trying to cope and shit like that. It's like it's not doing that for me in this moment.
It's not doing it for you, but
that's why
it's not doing it for
more
you.
now. Like,
I hear that, but I will say that there's just value in the sense that it's doing it for other people. Though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like
I go on the gram. Do you know how many like profile pictures I see of Los that I've took? I'm like,
like that's what I'm saying. It's like you provide those moments. So like it's kind of like being, bro. Like
should be scary
it's like being
at the same time.
I would compare it to like a Kobe Bryant or any like athlete who's the best player on their team. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to do so many things that like compared to everybody else, it looks regular, but like you understand what you're doing. Like even if everybody else don't, and it probably weighs on you more.
Me because it's like I don't want to be, but it's like I am what I am. But it's like the way shit going is like it's scary to see the future. Like you feel me? Like the real life, just to even think like, all right, I'm the hood archive type shit. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just even in the sense like, all right, who's next to go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the wicked part about it. Cause like real life outside of this don't stop. Like, you feel me? So it's like, I don't want to really just. I don't know. It should be weird, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that shit really be weird. Like I appreciate my role. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really do. Like you feel me? But like it's really like it's bitter. Like I can see why like certain celebrities, but people be like, man, like it's a different world. Like you feel me? Why certain shit would fuck with them type shit. Like you feel me? Like I said, like seeing my profile pictures like that. Like I'm like, damn, bro. Like I admire, like I appreciate, like you know what I'm saying, like I got my photos and shit like that. Like how much of a trigger word that is, like that's just on the motherfucking bro just had. I'm thinking this motherfucking bro holds. Now I'm thinking this Los really online or some shit like that. Like my brain get the fucking with me or some shit like that. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Like that shit be weird, dog.
Yeah.
I feel like I do resonate with the sense of like feeling like you've been doing some shit for so long that you kind of just get numb to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dope thing I think about being creators. Like, you know, everybody in this room is that we can use our brains and our creativity to kind of like go on to another thing if that's what we want to do. Bro, you came in here with your camera today. You're not gonna put that shit down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna put this shit down. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I know you're not gonna put that shit down, but like,
never.
I know you got more creative shit, and I can hear that you got more creative shit you want to get off too.
I just want to like, I really want to tap into like, I really want to help my community, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like I have to do more than just photos now to really do that.
That's real shit. That's real shit, bro. You know, you got to tap into your callings and shit like that. And that's really what it is at the end of the day. Whatever you really like, and that's really go for anybody. Whatever in deep down you really be feeling inclined to do,
Like
you gotta do
like,
that shit, bro.
Exactly. Like, I ain't never gonna lead this shit, you feel me? But like, I feel like, man, I have to do more than just take a photo and give these people some type of some solace for a couple moments type shit for real until they get off of Instagram type shit, you feel me? So
that's real.
Yeah, I got a question, bro. I don't know how deep of a question this is, but like just something I'm interested in knowing. Like, how do you for yourself get yourself through moments like this? Or like moments where you're
I isolate.
Like
I ain't gonna hold you. I isolate. I smoke. I drink a lot. I cut myself off from the world. I just think. Or like it'd be weird. Like I have different moments. Like sometimes I'll just throw myself into work. Like I real life just I'll try to do any and every shoot I can. I'll just be at my work, at my 9 to 5 joint 24/7, bro. Like I'll just be engulfed in shit, bro. Or like I don't know, but like I don't know.
A bunch of different ways.
But none of that shit really well. I ain't gonna hold you. Like none of that shit really help at all. Like a G shit. Like none of that shit work, bro. Like I still be fucked up by the end of the day. Like that's how I still be able to create the shit that I can't create because like this shit real like I'm part of me, fool. Like it's scary sometimes, like you dig, but like I feel like I have a good balance. I'm not dangerous with it. I'm not on the edge. I'm not real life like real life slowly spiraling out of control type shit. Sometimes I feel like I am, but like at the end of the day, like I'm somewhat decent. But then on the other hand, I look at myself and I look at other people and I see the same thing in me and other people and I'm like, that's the part that scares me because I don't think, well, I don't know. That. Yeah. Like, no, you're absolutely right. I don't know if they're able to handle it. I don't know if they're able to real life understand that fine line that they're walking. I don't like, then that's caused niggas to crash out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause one of my men to die. Might cause one of my men to end up getting up in jail for a long ass time. Might just end up anybody making a wrong decision, you know what I'm saying? Based off some shit. Like, you feel me? So,
that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm somewhat decent. Like, I feel like I've been dealing with this shit for so long, so it's easy for me. Like, you feel me? I feel a lot of people really don't understand it.
And it's
the depth of what they're going through. You know, like, you feel me? Yeah. So, it's tricky.
Yeah. Nate, Bone, what about you, bro? How you? Yeah. And it don't even got to be this moment specifically, but just when you're in kind of like down moments, like you said, you've taken breaks from the music, and then you've kind of got your way back. How do you find yourself getting yourself back into it? Because that shit is it's an uphill, you know what I'm saying, climb to get yourself out of a funk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man, for real, like, just time for real, like.
That's a big fact.
Yeah, time. Like, I mean, you go through the emotions of being mad, you be sad about it. You know what I'm saying? You go through all the emotions, but at the end of the day, time really do. After a while, you gonna have to get up and keep it moving. You know?
Yeah,
that's just what it is. Like,
it's not even long, bro. Like, as a black man in America, I've realized, we got 2 to 3 days max.
Yeah.
And after that, gotta get back to work. We gotta get back to the family. You feel me?
Nigga could die Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Like, the week is almost over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really real. Like, you don't really have no time to really heal from that. So honestly, I just say time. You know what I'm saying? Time.
But I say your family. I feel like I know from outside, from perspective with Nate. Like when Nate be fucked up, he really be engulfed with his kids and shit like that. You feel me, bro?
That too. You know what I'm saying? Being around your loved ones too. That shit helps out a lot too.
Yeah.
Music too. Like just even listening to music, going to the studio to record. But most importantly, really time for real.
Yeah.
I think so. Right?
Since the last time we linked, you had a lot of dope things going on for you. You know what I'm saying?
Shit went crazy.
You know what I'm saying? How did that come about? And let's talk about the G Herbo joint. Let's
G Herbo, that's probably like my most recent work for real. For real. Shit. I think y'all might know him. I've been on the show, Shaw. I got that show because of Saw.
Y'all might know him.
Yeah, y'all might know him. My man Saw, he been on this joint before. He saw been on the show before.
Oh,
right?
Saw? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Saw.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Saw.
I got that joint because of bruh. I realized I was like on some random shit though, for real, bro. It was like a random ass Saturday morning. It's crazy. Funny story, G shit. So I worked with one of the managers that was on a tour for one of his artists. I worked with him out in New York with Jim Jones. I did a shoot out Jim Jones and shit.
Okay.
So boom, I met him out there. So I DM'd him, bruh. I was like, yeah, like, you in town? Like, you know what I'm saying? Link up, like, you know what I'm saying? I know you probably need some help for the show. Just holler at me. Nigga never answer me, never open my DM, no nothing. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna spun this shit out of it.
He probably didn't even see it.
Yeah, you feel
like straight up, you gotta understand. Nigga probably didn't even see it.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. Right, so I'm like, man, fuck it, I ain't even gonna do the show for I ain't really pressed to go for real. I'm just like chilling.
Right.
Took a random ass like hot nap one day on a Saturday afternoon, bro. I woke up. I just hop on the gram. As soon as I hop on the gram, nigga saw it was like, boom, I need a photographer that's vaccinated, man. Hit me. I'm like, nigga, call my phone, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, call my phone, bro. What you saying? He was like, bro, I need you for the Herbo show tonight. I was like, nigga, why the fuck you ain't calling me? Why you such in a panic right now, fool, bro? Like, relax. Like, I'm here to save the day. It's like, nah, she said, nah, I'm chilling there. I was like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hit me, fool. Like, all right, bet. Game of Showtime and shit. Boom, I got there. And we did like a recap, like a little video for the bruh, just for the DC League. And then after that, I was just like, man, I was just winging it with the photos and shit for real.
Yeah.
It was just a hell of a time. All access, bruh, backstage eating wings with the nigga and shit. Like, shit was just a cool little time. Like it'd be weird. Like my life even got to this point though, for real. Like, nigga, I'm really backstage with G Herbo.
Yeah, off the photos. Like
you feel
because
me,
because I'm a good shooter.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Bro. Like I never even thought that shit though. But like long story short, when I got to the show and I seen the manager shit from the show, I'm like, he's like, man, you the dude from New York and shit. Y'all like, yeah, it was me and Side by blah. He was like, damn. I'm like, man, you know I hit your DM and shit though, right, bro? Like I had to let him know. But like, you know I hit your DM, right? He was like, damn, the same shit he said. Like, man, I ain't even see it in a busy day. Like I don't know shit about tour life for real. So I don't know how hectic that shit.
Could you see yourself doing more shit like that? Could you see yourself doing more? I really want to be photography. You want to be locked in with somebody?
I want to be locked in with this nigga, dog. For real. For like my thing is, dog. I won't say I don't play well with others though, but like I'm quiet. Like I really reserve. Like I'm accustomed to who I'm accustomed to. Like you know what I'm saying.
Usually you hear niggas when they get some shit like that, it's like they was like you said like in the DMs like 100 times or like for 100 different niggas. Like
I don't even like doing that.
Yeah.
Facts. I know it's something I need to do.
Yeah,
bro.
it's like cost of entry. But
it's my pride. It's my pride, but I ain't gonna hold it. If I DM 100 motherfuckers, but they don't answer me or they realize say don't be pissed, bro. I'm like damn, bro. Like,
if they hit you back like 2 months later, you gonna be like fuck you.
I swear, bro. Like nah, y'all see the growth now. Fuck
you,
nigga. Bro. I can do this shit on my own, dog. Like you feel me?
Straight up.
Like I just be chilling for real, dog. But it's something I do need to do.
Brooke, you got anything else, or we can wrap this up?
Shit, nah, that's pressing for real, man. Just tell niggas what they really need to look out for.
Yeah, facts.
Shit. Y'all can get at me at IG at BigHomes _ BIGHOLMES. Twitter, that shit probably like DDB home or some weird shit like that. I don't even want y'all to see my Twitter because I like be off some wild. I be tweaking on my Twitter now. Don't ever follow me. Just holler at me on Instagram, bro.
That's where the pictures are.
Right. That's what y'all want to see, right?
That's what y'all want to see.
That's what y'all here for, right?
IG
that's
shit.
what y'all here for.
Oh, now my Instagram, Homer DDB. My Twitter, Homer _ DDB and shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, y'all can reach me on Naybone117 on Twitter and Instagram. Okay. I got a tape about to drop.
Yes, sir.
In February. Middle of February the latest, but
what's that called again?
Unfinished Business.
Unfinished Business.
Yeah. Then I got a single out, Thinking Out Loud. That's on all platforms. Okay. I got tapes and stuff out too.
Yeah.
Tap into my man, though. He been working his ass off for the past couple of years, though, man. G shit, though, bro.
Yeah, so that was Holmes, Nate Bone, you know what I'm saying? Dope interview with them for sure. Riverdale's finest for sure. But yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up the show. You got anything going on this weekend, bro?
Nah, man, just got back from the city, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just got back.
About to get into some edits for real.
Yeah.
Just about to lock in on some
Did you shoot some dope shit out there?
I did. I
Yeah.
got some shit done for myself. So
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice.
That was the objective.
Lit.
Yeah, what about yourself?
Shit, man. I got a meeting tomorrow, like a production meeting, and then I got definitely some edits I got to take care of for sure. So it's gonna be like a productive weekend this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we'll see y'all again next week. We got another special guest coming in next week, man. I'm excited about this one. But we, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna tease them a little bit. We're not gonna tell who it is, but it is a special guest, somebody doing some big things in DC. And yeah, man. That's this week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Early.